Okay. All right. We in the house. We in the house like a light-skinned slave. What a horrible joke to start the morning off. I hope everybody's feeling good. Give me a replay, gang, if you're watching the replay. Shouts out to my man Kerman in the house, Mr. Kerman Wingfield. I'm glad you made it in, brother. Um, what a heck of a quote, man. That's one of my favorite people. Friedrich Nietzsche. No price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. That's what we're all about as entrepreneurs, owning ourselves, owning the ultimate luxury, which is time. Owning the ultimate luxury, which is time. It's time for another Free Coaching Friday. I hope you're feeling good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a self-esteem development expert, but some people don't even think they need that, or they don't realize how important it is. So a lot of times I just stick to the fact I'm a revenue acceleration coach. My man Rick Mathis is in the house. What's up, brother? I think we're going to come through Boyce Watkins' joint. I think we're going to follow your advice, man. I still need you to help me reach out to your boy Ash. I know you already know. What's up, Jess? Jess made it through this morning. I'm going to go ahead and call in on his live line, too. Hope everybody's feeling good this morning. Big up yourself. Let them know what kind of business you have. Hey, Rick, you should let them know about your event space and all of that, man. They need to know, bro. They need to know. My man Don Lamar is in the house. YouTube gang checking in. I love that. I love that. My man D Money in the house. Let's get it. Appreciate everybody checking in. Appreciate everybody checking in. My man Smitty. Smitty came through Clubhouse last night. That's pretty cool, right, bro? Ali. What's up, Ali? You try our technique, Ali? Hurt people, queen. I ain't lying. Hurt people. You hear me? My man Spoon is in the house. Siobhan. What's up, Siobhan? It's Free Coaching Friday, everybody. Let's get it. Yeah, Studio House Atlanta. If you're looking for a venue, that'd be a good place to check out. Matter of fact, I don't know if my man Jamal Flono is watching right now. I know he's been looking for a venue. That might be the perfect place to have a little something. Let's get it. Let's get it. Studio House Atlanta's in the house. Yeah, if you're looking for a spot in South Carolina, give them the website, Spoon. Give them the website. Nicole, check this out. What a blessing to see you. What a blessing to see you this morning. I'm glad you made it in. Yeah, Smitty, that was real good. That was real good.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Thank you.
Nietzsche dropping in bars
Please
this
announce
morning.
yourself.
My man Kerman Wingfield dropping in bars.
All participants are muted.
All right,
Entry and
Taisha
exit
checking
tones
in.
are off.
There we go, Spoon. Let's get it.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
All right, so it's Free Coaching Friday. Y'all know what it is. We're here to help you grow your business. So we're gonna jump straight into it. *6 will unmute your line. *6 will unmute your line. Somebody do me a favor and share this in the messenger groups as well. I want this to be an incredible event. I want this to be an incredible event for us. Hold on. Let me event. I want this to be an incredible event for us. Hold on. All I had to share that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Allie. All right. So question number one this morning goes to, let me see who was first checking in. Kerman. Kerman, you got question number one, bro. Kerman is millionaire minded. For those that don't know, he's also ex-military. He's an entrepreneur in the field of health and wellness. He'll introduce himself. But Kerman, you can either type it in, or if you want a live line, then you can go ahead and unmute yourself. *6 when unmute your line. Kerman gets the honor of question number one. And for those that don't know, while Kerman's getting ready, my name's Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach. My whole idea is helping you make more money. In my first year as CMO of our own company, I helped us make the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing companies in America. That's private companies. It only lists private companies. There are like 7 million of them in America. And we made number 2307. So it's like kind of a big deal. But we just getting started. I guarantee you we're going to be higher this next year because the word is starting to spread. We're sort of like an Amazon for financial services. We're a fintech-based financial solutions company for consumers and small businesses. But more than that, we're about ownership preparation. We're about helping you increase legacy. I appreciate that, Rick. I just saw you said you got it in yesterday. What's up, Kay Nicole? All right, so Kermit, what you got for us? Good morning, millionaire. Okay, Dennis. I never knew that, Dennis. That's good, bro. As a notary, you seeing all kinds of people that need your business services. So that's a really smart way to get more from your customers. This past week, we had an incredible lineup. I don't know how many of you were with us the entire week, but Thursday, we talked about 6 ideas for getting more from your current customers. On Wednesday, we talked about, Thursday, we talked about, what did we talk about yesterday, y'all? Who remembers? Oh, 5 reasons your business is probably failing. That's what we did on Thursday. On Wednesday, we did 6 ideas for getting more out of your current customers. On Tuesday, we did a 12-step program for the type of customer service that makes them want to refer you. And Monday, we talked about Christopher Columbus. So it's an incredible week that we had. Which one was your favorite? I'm real curious. Which one was your favorite? I'm real curious. What we got? Which one was your favorite this week? I'm very curious to hear. *6 when unmute your line. If you're on a live line, we here for you. Okay. Allie's favorite one was yesterday. All right, here's Kerman's question to start us off. How does, or should I say you, develop consistency in your life and business? Do you have to get hair straight first? I'm not sure what you mean. Knowing Kerman, that's some kind of joke, but it's all early in the morning, so I'm probably missing it. But in terms of consistency, man, it's all about habits. You know, we call it the Kaizen Academy for Better Habits because of the fact that our whole goal is to help you create the kind of habits that make success inevitable rather than failure. So if you want to develop consistency, then first you need to get rid of the idea that you need all of this superhuman discipline. Discipline is an illusion. What you really need is vision and habits, right? So if you want to develop consistency, then first establish a vision of where it is you're trying to go and why that's important to you. You know, I always say a vision is a what combined with a why, right? Can somebody give me that in the comments? A vision is a what combined with a why. Somebody give me that, please. A vision is a what combined with a why. A what combined with a why equals a vision, right? Now, after you have that vision for yourself, you know what it is you're trying to accomplish and why it's important to you. From there, all we need is habits. A lot of people think it's discipline, but it's really a vision times habits. So, what are habits and how do you create a good habit? Well, there's a bunch of good ways. You being a Kaizenite, Kerman, you learned a bunch of them this past Saturday, right? But I'll share with everybody. One of my favorites is to do the 2-minute version of whatever it is you want to do, the 2-minute version. So, Kerman, since you're rocking with us this morning, tell me where you're trying to develop consistency in what area of your life, please. Hold on. You said you can't unmute. Let me see.
All participants are muted and they can unmute themselves.
*6 should be able to unmute you right now. *6, push *6, Kerman. Or you can type it in the comments. Where are you trying to where are you trying to establish this consistency, Kerman? Where are you having this issue? That's right. A vision is a what combined with a why. That's an absolute fact. A vision is what you want to do combined with why you want to do it. That's your vision. You know, that way you have the logic and the emotion all in there. You know, the logic and the emotion is all in there. A vision is a what combined with a why. That's a fact, Corey. So, Kermit, do you feel like being that transparent? If not, you don't have to. We can move on. Daily activities, consistently reaching out to potential customers. Okay, I'm really glad that you were transparent enough to share that with us, brother. So, if you want to create more consistency in that area, first you need your vision, right? You need your vision. Like, why is that important to you? Maybe you want to write down really specific things. Maybe there's a legacy you want to leave. Maybe there's a big car you want to buy. Maybe you got your eyes on a dream trip around the world where you want to take your kids with you, you know. Well, let's come up with what the price tag is so that we have some power behind the phone calls we're going to make, right? So now we know what we want. Now we know why we want it. My best advice is to start a 2-minute version of that thing. So if right now you're the habit you want to create, because what you threw out there was not specific enough for me, but I'm gonna let you ride. But I'm gonna pretend that what you said was something specific, like the habit that I want to start is calling customers every day at 3 p.m. Right? Okay, so maybe your son gets off the school bus at exactly 3 p.m. If you remember that trigger chart we gave you in the Kaizen Academy, if you remember that trigger chart, that T chart that we made, you know, one collection of triggers is the stuff you do every day. And another collection of triggers is the stuff that happens to you every day. Well, your child getting off the school bus at 3 p.m. would be a good example of something that happens to you every day. And so what you want to do is attach the habit to the trigger, right? You want to attach this habit that you're looking to institute with the trigger. And so if every day, my goal is to start making phone calls at 3 p.m. every day, I'm going to make 5 phone calls. Then what I can do is use my son getting off the school bus as a trigger. Once that happens in my mind, I know time to make phone calls. So maybe I give him his snack and then I pick up the phone. Now, do I try to make all 5 phone calls the first day? No. That's as crazy as saying, just because I want to run a marathon tomorrow, I'm ready to do it. No, my body isn't conditioned. My mind isn't conditioned. And I'll probably kill myself trying. And then what'll happen is I'll never even want to run ever again. You know, you ever seen these people go in the gym, right? January 1st, January 2nd. And then the next thing you know, you never see them again because they in there like, you know, going crazy, and all they're doing is burning themselves out. So what we're saying is do the 2-minute version, because all we're doing is casting votes for a new self-image, my brother. All we're doing is casting votes for a new self-image. In other words, what we're trying to do is become the kind of person who, right? The kind of person who. Somebody give me that in the comments. I am the kind of person who, and then I want you to insert a habit. This is a challenge to everybody that's millionaire minded out there that's watching right now. I'm talking about you. I dare you. This is not just to Kerman. This is to you. I dare you to think about a habit real quick. The first one that comes to your mind that you know will make your success inevitable, whether it's something that has to do with your health, whether it's something that has to do with your relationships, or whether it's something that has to do with your wealth. I dare you finish this sentence right now in the comments. I'm the kind of person who. I'm the kind of person who. So going with the situation we just now gave with Kerman, I'm the kind of person who makes phone calls every day at 3 p.m. I'm the kind of person who reaches out to new people for my business every day at 3 p.m. I'm the kind of person who. Let me see some of it. I'm the kind of person who. I love that, Allie. That's what we're doing. We're casting votes for a new self-image to impeach that fool who's currently in office. We don't need unanimous votes. We just need the majority. You get what I'm saying? We just need the majority. Majority rules. So if I've got all of these votes being cast for I'm the kind of person who comes home and watches TV at 3 p.m., then what I got to do is cast votes for a new self-image. The strongest need in human nature is to act in accordance with your self-image. The kind of person who, the strongest need in human nature is to act in accordance with your self-image. So at the point you say, I'm the kind of person who, or you think I'm the kind of person who, then you just have to do it, right? And right now, the problem is a lot of us are programmed with stuff that makes failure inevitable. All right, let's get it. I'm the kind of person who makes calls for my business every day while our children are at school. Get more specific with me, Mrs. Goins. Get more specific with me. What time? In what place? Remember we gave that example during that habits class? Allie, a Kaizenite, y'all. She's in the Kaizen Academy, so I get to talk to her like that. I get to talk to her nice. Remember we said you have to establish the time, the place, right? How you're going to do it. So what time are you talking about doing this? Where are you going to be sitting in your house? You get what I mean? All right. I am the kind of person who procrastinates sometimes. Now, Corey, that is a bad affirmation, and that's not the assignment. You know what I mean? What the kids say, we understood the assignment. So, Corey, I want you to redo that this time, and I want you to cast votes for a new self-image. What I'm asking you to do is I'm the kind of person who, and then insert a good habit that you want to institute. We're going to change your life this Friday. We're going to change your life this Friday. I'm the kind of person who tells people about my business every day. So, Miss Shirley, a 2-minute version of that habit then would be for you to say, I'm the kind of person who tells people about my business every day at 7 p.m. So you set an alarm on your clock, right, on your watch for 6:59 p.m. So it triggers you that at 7 p.m. it's time for me to call somebody and be like, girl, they told me that I'm not as good as I think at telling people about my business. I'm sorry to call you out the blue right now. But listen, did you know that I blank? And then you hang up the phone. Okay, girl, well, I just wanted you to know. I don't feel bad if you don't need it, but I did feel bad not even letting you know that I do it. Does that help, Miss Shirley? I'm the kind of person who posts something of value on social media every day. So give me a time, Kerman. Hey, Kerman, Miss Shirley, go back and watch that Kaizen Academy class on habits that we just had. And I want you to take notes because I love this, but you're not using what we learned. You're not being specific. I'm the kind of person who posts something of value on social media every day at what time? The more specific you make it, studies have shown that the more apt you are to follow through. You got to make it specific. You have to give this goal achievement device in your head specificity. Specificity is power. Clarity is power. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm the kind of person who consumes all the info like a sponge, but don't implement enough. Okay, we're not understanding the assignment. When you say I'm the kind of person who, I want you to put in a good habit, y'all. Somebody say, I'm the kind of person who, and then put good habit in parentheses for me so I can throw you on the screen and everybody gets it. I'm the kind of person who goes and exercises, because what I love about Siobhan and Corey's answers is that they're being transparent. They're telling us about their current self-image, right? Corey has a self-image of somebody who procrastinates sometimes. Siobhan has a self-image of a person who consumes information but doesn't follow through. I am challenging you this morning to transform that self-image, because the strongest need in human nature is the need to act in accordance with your self-image. Let me type this out so that everybody understands what we're saying. Okay. So that's what we're saying. I'm the kind of person who, and then insert the good habit here, a specific time, right? I'm the kind of person who, and then put that specific thing in. There we go. Kerman, that's an even better way. I'm the kind of person who, put in a good habit and then put in a specific time. Okay, Jennifer, I like that. I'm the kind of person who comes home and works out for 45 minutes. At what time, Queen? At what time? I'm the kind of person who comes home and works out for 45 minutes at this time every day. And then the 2-minute version of that habit then is to come home, put on your workout clothes, and then just take them off, right? It's probably going to take you about 2 minutes to get dressed, right? The workout, and then you take the clothes off. I know you're like, man, that sounds so silly, Hazi. Yeah, but what's happening is now you're the kind of person who comes home at this time and gets dressed to work out. You know, any musician will tell you, hardest part of practice is getting that instrument out the case. Okay, JT. I'm the kind of person who works on learning video edits at 10 a.m. every day. Okay, Dennis, I got to throw this one back up there. I'm the kind of person who goes and exercises 6 days a week after I finish listening to Good Morning Millionaire. Y'all see that? That's very specific. Now he has a trigger, because that's one of those triggers where he's listing not just the stuff he does every day, but the stuff that happens to him every day. Every day something happens where the call ends. So he's decided to make that a trigger for now him going to work out. Perfectly said. I'm the type of person who uses Excel to collect each client's profile. Now let's get a little more specific, Corey. Within 3 minutes after I hang up that phone call. So retype that, Corey, and this time put in within 3 minutes of hanging up that phone call. And then we off to the races. Okay, good, Demeter. Good, Queen. Good, good, good. I'm the kind of person who goes to the gym specifically every morning by 9 a.m. I'm the kind of person who wakes up at 4 a.m. in the morning to get tasks done in my business. Now, Letitia, I want to challenge you to put in what specific task you're trying to turn into a habit. Yes, that's a habit, waking up at 4 a.m. But since you mentioned tasks, I want to challenge you to get a little more specific. Marie said, I'm the kind of person who works my passion 5 to 7 with YouTube in the background instead of TV. I like it. I'm the kind of person who watches a millionaire-minded TV YouTube video every day at 1 p.m. He went with 1300 military time. I'm the kind of person who schedules 3 appointments a day at 11 a.m. Oh, we getting it. We getting it. Yeah, I even like that. I'm the kind of person who gets things done right away. All right. So we're getting this. This is good. All right, we got time for one more question, y'all. It sounds like y'all are getting this one. So that's the answer to the question of how to get more consistent. We establish these habits. By the way, speaking of habits, if you haven't joined a newsletter, go in there, put your email and your name in the box. Go to We Are Millionaire Minded. Put your email and your name in the box, and you will join our newsletter list. You will join our newsletter list. You will join our newsletter list. Please check us out, y'all. And turn on your notifications for these. Turn on your notifications for these trainings. All right. Anybody else got a question this morning? Okay, then, Corey. And check it out, Corey. Since you're doing DoorDash, maybe you're also the kind of person who finds a way to tell every client that you drop off food for about your business. Maybe you use a drop card and you slide that thing in a bag. Is there a rule against that with DoorDash? Because if there's a rule about putting it in a bag, maybe you slide it in their mailbox. They don't know it came from the DoorDash guy. You know, maybe you're the kind of person who finds a way to tell every DoorDash client about your business. Okay, then. You use the drop cards, you use them $100 bills, Corey? All right, we got time for one more question. Let me hear it, somebody. Star 6 will unmute your line, or let me see it in the comments.
Good morning, millionaire.
Good morning, millionaire.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Shirley Nixon again from Hampton, Virginia.
Hey, Miss Shirley.
I learn this topic every day. I'm listening.
All right. Did I just add more clarity to that last Kaizen Academy class, Queen?
Yes.
Because you're a pro member, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, go back and watch that class again, because I think the replay ends probably today or tomorrow. Okay. So everybody that was on the class, you're able to watch it again. Miss Shirley, I want you to go back and watch that habits class. Fast forward through all my snappy patter and all my banter and all my jokes and get to some of those charts, Queen. I want to challenge you.
Yeah, I did the chart on Saturday when you presented it to us, but I'm looking over it. But I wanted to ask you. I listened to gentleman this week, and he was saying that one of our jobs as a salesperson is to help the person make the best decision for them. In other words, to focus on helping them. How do you do that? How do you make a person? I mean, I know I can't change anybody in their thinking or anything, but how do I get? I guess the question is, how do I put my value on them to make them understand that this is the best thing that they ever knew, or the best thing that they ever heard of my business.
Excellent question.
Value. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm not asking it right.
No, you asked it perfect, Queen. So I'm throwing it on the screen for everybody. Miss Shirley Nixon wanted to know. Appreciate that. What a great question. So she said, how do I ensure? And you tell me if this is what you're asking, Queen. But it sounds like what you're saying is, how do you ensure that the prospect is making the best choice for themselves when it comes to choosing your product or service? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Did you watch that training we did on Christopher Columbus on Columbus Day?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
I'm there every morning.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So do you remember how I mentioned how he positioned getting the queen to give him 5 ships?
Right.
Hawk her jewelry. Like, for those that don't understand the word hawk, Christopher Columbus had the queen pawn her jewelry. Take her jewelry to the pawn shop of those days and times in order to finance 5 ships that he wanted to take on some trek to some place nobody even believed was possible. How did he do that, Miss Shirley?
He convinced her some kind of way to do it.
But how did he convince them? How did he ensure that they were making the best choice for themselves? Do you remember the data I gave you?
I don't remember now.
Okay. Remember, they wanted to go on a crusade against Islam, taking over North Africa and all these parts of Europe, right? So he said, hey, instead of wasting your money on this war, you could finance me and we're going to conquer a whole new world. You remember that?
Right, yes.
Another thing that he did was that he pointed out for them that this war would deplete their treasure chest and then they wouldn't have money to invest other places. You remember we talked about that? Go back and watch that training, y'all. I broke down Christopher Columbus in all of these ways that help you understand that he wasn't just a sailor, he was a seller. He wasn't even all that good a sailor, but he was a heck of a seller. So what Miss Shirley is talking about is a simple premise, y'all. If I give you my solution before you give me your problem, then what I'm doing is begging. And that's what most people call sales. And that's why most people hate it. And most people hate salesmen. Check this out, y'all. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you understand their problem and you get them to communicate their problem before you present your solution. So the quickest way I can answer, Miss Shirley, is become a master asker. Become a master asker. Listen, we out of time now. Ask those questions. And Miss Shirley, since you're a Kaizenite, you know, there's a whole class back there on asking questions. If you can't find it, then holler at Miss Crystal and then she'll put you under that class. But before you present your product, like what do you sell, Miss Shirley, just so everybody knows?
Financial services with no base.
Okay, so what product in particular are you trying to get them to see as the best thing since sliced bread?
I was trying to get people to see about the business funding.
Okay, so what you do is you say, what are some of your goals with your business? And then they list them, right? And then you say, oh, so what makes that important to you? Now they start putting emotion on it, right? And then you say, and what's stopping you from getting there? Now they start sharing with you how they need more money. And now you present the funding. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I love it. I love it. Great question, Queen.
Yeah. Because I have a friend that's starting her own business and she posted on Facebook. And I know we can help her, but I don't want to, shut her down, just by telling her about the business.
Yes.
So I know I have to have that meaningful conversation first.
That's right.
So just to ask the right questions. Thank you so
much. Did you
much.
Catch those 3 questions I gave you?
Yes.
And if you don't, then you can rewind this on YouTube and you can write them down. Just fast forward to like 28 minutes in and jot them down. Okay, good stuff, Queen.
Thank you.
And I want you to keep me posted this week on how those questions go. Of course, you can flower it up and add other stuff in there. Like one of my favorite little quick questions is, tell me more about that, right? But I got to get out of here. It's 8 o'clock. I know Earl about to start the affirmations. When they answer one of your questions, millionaires, make sure you jump in with a, tell me more about that. Now they feel like you're listening because you are. Not they feel like you're listening. Now you're showing you're listening. This opens the door up because the definition of meaningful conversation is a conversation that leverages the fact that nobody cares how much you know till they know how much you care. All right, Earl to Pearl, are we in the house? All right, it's affirmation time.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I appreciate it. All right, millionaires, we starting our affirmations. If you haven't joined the newsletter list, make sure you go to wearemillionaireminded.com. You're always going to get heart set, mindset, and skill set in every newsletter in quick little bite-sized pieces. It's going to be your favorite thing in your inbox every week. So join at wearemillionaireminded.com. And remember, either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals would just start to shrink to match your mind.